Do you really think those starving kids in Africa need your help?
You honestly believe that dollar a day is still feeding those poor, starving, unhealthy kids?
Well, after years of innovations, new technology, and donations, the poor kids have become well off long ago. Believe me, your donations were useful, but now they're not. They're useless. You're hurting our economy.
Many people fell for these fake organizations, but we used your money for the right thing. So don't get angry. Your money went toward technology that is capable of transforming our poop into edible burgers.
Isn't that great? Now we are going to introduce to you our public agents from the Post-Consumer Waste Recycling Program, and they are going to describe to you how it is that the burgers get recycled and then are shipped over onto third world countries.
One of the problems that we run into in this crusade is starvation in the third world. You may recognize that symbol from those green bins you see, where cans, bottles, blah, blah. The kind of recycling I'm talking about that we have developed at the WTO is not really this irrelevant kind of recycling where the target, individual consumers like you and me or of non-edible industrial products, is such a tiny part of the problem. Rather, we're talking about really recycling what counts, where it counts. To begin to understand the theory behind this, you must first realize that the human body is not really very efficient. When ingesting heavy foods, only about 20% of the nutrients are absorbed by the alimentary passageway, while the other 80% finds itself expelled in post-consumer byproducts. Already 20 years ago, NASA scientists began to tap into this nutritional gold mine by developing filters that could transform their astronauts' waste into healthy, hygienic, and even delicious food once again. With the use of this technology, a single hamburger, for example, can be eaten more than 10 times, providing a cumulative total of 3 times the nutritional value of the original fresh hamburger.
And this answers the question about desire for the product, because the biggest growth areas are the developing world. And so, in fact, people do want the product. We do have a kind of video presentation about this. So, as you can see here, there's a consumer in the first world entering McDonald's and consuming a hamburger. And afterward, this is a process we're all familiar with. I don't need to explain it to anyone. But you see, it's rendered out in this style because studies have shown that consumers are most responsive to 3D animation right now, particularly in developing cultures. So as you can see, it goes through a piping system, and this isn't unusual. We do this for oil. We could do this for food as well. And as you can see, it goes back up through the plumbing and emerges in a McDonald's. And as you can see, that might answer somebody's question from before, but at the McDonald's in a developing country, and in fact in this country as well, you would be able to choose the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5 would no longer refer to combinations of food, but rather just the number of times the product had been recycled.
Now, we'd like to introduce you to the founder of the Post-Consumer Waste Recycling Program. His genius mind, along with your many donations, helped feed those poor and starving children in Africa. Because of you
And Simon.
they are no longer a third world country.
So don't just send your money to those phony organizations. Send it to us, the people who are actually making a difference. Making a difference.